All right, what's up, everybody? Let me give it a couple minutes. Let the stream kick in. Gonna do the watch list for Monday. That would be a 11/11, right? So 11/11 coming on Monday. So I actually did the watch list ahead of time, make the video a little bit shorter. Again, there's some people that are like, hey, I'd rather have, some people like the longer videos, some people like the shorter videos. Wait a second. Why is my video? What the heck's going on? Can you guys see that's watching? I see my on my end blinking. I see myself blinking on the computer. Can you guys see my screen and my connection okay? I see myself flashing on my the YouTubes. For anyone that's watching right now, before I go further, I want to make sure you guys can see my screen and everything okay. Seems like YouTube's having lots of issues with streaming live recently. Let me give it a sec for a delay. For anybody watching, if you just give me a heads up, can you see my screen okay? Is it blinking on your end? I don't want to waste time going through this. I'll wait for your responses. But yeah, so some people like longer videos, some people like shorter videos. So we recommend that you use. All right, cool. So you guys can see me. Thanks, John. Appreciate it, brother. So yeah, sometimes I do longer watch list videos. Sometimes I do shorter. I like to try to mix it up and show you guys, why it's important to know why I choose something or why we choose something for the watch list. But also, it's equally as important as to why we also don't put stuff on the watch list, right? So if you're new to following us, you don't just trade just to trade. Just because something's on the watch list doesn't mean you buy it. We're showing you, again, when we do these videos, you'll see on our YouTube playlist, go to our watch lists. We don't do a watch list video every time we do a watch list. We try to do them several times a week, but there's lots of replays just showing you the process of, we go through a nightly scan for small cap stocks as well. Thanks, guys. I appreciate all your comments. Thank you very much. We do, a nightly build for the daily watch list, and then we do a swing trade watch list. But you'll see just from the nightly scan, look at all these stocks right here. Sometimes there's 50 to 80 stocks. Sometimes when the market's pulling back, there might not be much, right? So, we filter that down to about a handful of stocks. And then on those handful, one or two are really good usually. Couple, two or three don't do anything. And then, that's why I tell you to keep things on the, come back to the watch list a few days later, because many times they'll break out. They'll have like a pullback day or a couple days, 2 or 3 days, and then they hit a moving average line, form like a bull flag, and then they break out, right? Our swing trade watch list, really killer. These things fire off like crazy. We have several different types of alerts. If you're new to following us on our website, you'll see we have our real-time alerts. So these are our longer term, or we try to get these where you can get an entry and an exit. That's where we're calling out, the trades that we're getting into. We're calling out the entries and the exits. These ones right here are trade alert setups. This is where we do our day trade and our swing trade ones. That you're seeing right now. These are our alert setups that you see here. So just because we put an alert on here doesn't mean you buy it. That's what you're looking for. We put the notes on what to look for, but you have to know when to enter and exit yourself. That's what we teach you in our videos here. That's what we teach you again on our website, over on our free courses here that'll help you. It takes time to learn how to trade these. But once you give it the time that it deserves, you have a skill set for life on how to trade. The stock market's going to go up, it's going to go down, it's going to trade sideways. It's not going to change, right? You have to learn the skill set. We help you. We tell you, we put everything together and give you the resources, but it's up to you to kind of study and put in the work. So it's important when you see these videos, take the time, watch them. So you'll see me doing a watch list build. You'll get the watch list, and if you're a member, we'll give you the alert setups. We email them out, we post them on our website each night, and watch the trail, watch the videos, look at the watch list, You'll see the alerts and then follow up a day or two later and see what happens. You'll see these fire off like clockwork. So we kind of scan and we filter and we get rid of all the hard work for you and make it easier. So it's important to pay attention. Before I begin kind of going into the watch list, make sure you also follow us. So we have live trade rooms right here, a day trade and a swing trade room. Let's see. Hey, Dan. Hey, John. We actually have a 14-day trial right now. You can come and join us. We are $49 a month or $300 a year. So as you'll see, even our yearly membership is the cost of many companies just monthly. You know, there's a lot of trading companies that are anywhere from $150 to $300 a month for full access. You know, there's trading companies out there for what we do. They're $200-300 a month. You know, there's some options companies just for getting their options alerts can be up to $300 a month. So we're $49 a month or $300 for the year. And as you can see, you just get a tremendous amount of just a lot. The link will be below in this video if you want to check us out. I want to draw your attention to, so again, we do day trade room, swing trade room, we do live streaming each day. So basically we take stuff that's on our watch list, what's running the next morning. We show you how to, you know, map out support and resistance, trade live. If you're at work and you're like, oh man, I can't watch live. Well, great news. If you log into the account under the members only account section, you'll see streaming replays. So you can go back and watch the replays. So again, you could watch our watch list videos. You can watch us live or watch our replays. See how we're doing this, you know, getting in and out of trades, what we're looking for. But we also want to draw your attention to make sure you follow us on Twitter. So we're bullish BRS on Twitter. You'll see I post a lot of stuff. Dan posts a lot of stuff over there of just kind of what we're looking for. So you'll see some of this stuff kind of real time. So again, maybe you're at work, you're not able to watch us live. Make sure you follow us on Twitter because you'll see the stuff we're looking for, post charts. So kind of subscribe, make sure you're, subscribe and click the notification to be aware of our alerts because you'll see just lots of stuff that we're posting over there on Twitter. Try to be a little bit more selective on Twitter because, you know, people's feeds can get really clogged up. So if you want a little bit more of the play-by-plays as well, make sure you follow us on StockTwits. We are bullish BEARS, so the full name Bullish Bears, and you'll see you get a little bit more of the play-by-plays over there. So I just want to draw your attention. If you're on StockTwits and Twitter, make sure you follow us over there. So, you know, if you can't watch us live stream, you can see me kind of going in there and showing so I'm going to take what's on the watch list, what's running, scrub it down, and kind of give you play-by-plays when something's running and what to look for. And you'll see Clovis CLVS. That was one I was just calling kind of play-by-play over on StockTwits on Friday. And you'll see I put it as a possible continuation day on the watch list. Thing exploded right here, right? So I have Clovis on for Monday. It's a little bit overextended, but a lot of times, you know, these when a stock's overextended, it might have a continuation day. But just go back. So basically, just go right over to our if you want to see if what I'm saying is legit, and I'm telling you the truth, just go over to our, right over here. Go right over to our StockTwits. You know, we're kind of calling it out here. Critical angular support. See if it holds 9 EMA and a 5-minute. And then kind of playing it out right here. You'll see the picture I put here. Had the trend lines right here showing you what to look for. Watching for the break of angular support. So if you're watching this and you're like, you know, what is he talking about? This is the stuff you have to learn and what we teach you in our community. It takes time to learn. That's why you don't want to just blindly follow some guru that gives you some fancy YouTube video that's showing, you know, they're in a private jet with lots of cash and shows you how money, you know, how easy it is to make money in the stock market. That's not the garbage you want to follow. This is the stuff. It takes time to learn. It takes months, if not a year plus, and that's what we'll teach you. But it's important to take the time and learn and not try to get rich quick in the stock market. But if you learn this stuff, it's a skill set that you'll have for life. All right. So you'll see, kind of was calling this stuff out live And then you'll see kind of what I'm looking for, what I'm, you know, support, resistance, the different levels, you know, looking to see if it can hold 6, if it can clear 620s, you know. So I'm kind of calling it out over, you know, showing you guys on social media. So make sure you follow us over there. So if you look here, what I'm going to show you guys with Clovis CLVS, it's, you know, it's a bit overextended. I want to see if it can clear that 636 level. So right up, you can see that daily gap, that base of that gap. I want to see if it can clear that kind of high day on Friday of 625. I think that's what the high day was, right? Yep. So what I'm going to do is, so let's see, 625 to 775, right? So if you want to know how to create an alert in Thinkorswim, this is Thinkorswim. You can do it pretty much most brokerage accounts allow you to do this. All you do is right click on create alert, and then I kind of put an alert right here at previous close. So I kind of do this. I just move it up right here, and I go a bit overextended. Watch for possible continuation day. See if price can clear 625 with room to daily gap. And what was that? Shoot. What was that? 730. All right. So, sometime I try to keep these a little bit shorter for you guys. Let's see if that's right. I forgot what I put there. 770. What is that there? 780-ish. So let me just go in. So now you see my alert here. If I just right click and I go and replace alert, I can just go up here and put that. So it's a bit overextended. Watch for possible continuation. See if price can clear that 625 level with room to daily gap 780s right over here, right? So it's a bit overextended. You can see over here on the RSI, if it can clear previous high yesterday and Friday, watch for possible room up to, it could be right around that 70-80s level, right? So now many times it'll pull back. So sometimes it might not stay up. It might give back half that candle. So I can kind of put a level even right down there around, you know, $5. This thing might fail. So again, that's why it's a watch list. You don't just buy just to buy. It's a watch, right? So you'll see we're putting stocks that have their highs, but that's why, you know, come Monday, let's say, maybe this thing pulls back and you're like, oh, that's a dud on the watch list. But maybe Wednesday or Thursday it has a couple pullback days and it forms a bull flag on the daily and then it launches, right? It's not necessarily a dud. It's just, you know, we're putting stocks that have the highs for a possible continuation. If they pull back, it might form, again, it might form a flag. That flag could be part of a cup and handle. Then that thing might go and launch and go into the daily gap, right? So that's why watch our watch list because, or, you know, pay attention to them and don't like, get discouraged if it takes a couple days or so, because those couple pullback days, everybody else might be looking at what's the high day on the scanner that day, and then you completely miss a stock that, you know, from our watch list that just goes and launches. So that's why we, you know, you'll see on our watch list probably come Monday, just look at it. 1 or 2 of them will probably be really good. You'll have 2 or 3 duds, and then come back, you know, 2 or 3 days later, and then probably one of them that was a dud will probably go and launch again. You know, that's the stock market. It goes up, it goes down, trades sideways, and that's why you got to pay attention to these patterns. All right, so ALPP, I try to put a diverse amount of stocks on our watch list, stocks that are subpar, up to $20, depending on what's running. I'm not a huge fan personally of these sub $1 stocks, but some people are. So this one right here, you know, is holding, you know, let's see. So this has the potential right here, 32 to, 43. This has the potential to move 10 cents. You could say big deal, right? Well, if you have a large account and you're trying to scalp 5 cents and you buy, 10,000 shares, that's 5 cents could be $500, right? So you're just using your account as leverage. Some people love trading par penny stocks like this. That's why we put some diversity on there for people that like them. So this one I'll put holding 9 EMA on daily. Watch for possible pump again with resistance around 43 cents. Yep, there we go. All right, ADMS. This is a really wacky looking candle here. Let's do this. Let's look at the hourly. It's a bit overextended. Again, that's where we don't know. Is this thing going to go and is it going to relaunch or will it pull back? Will it pull back? I'd look probably around this, that pink line, which is the 50 SMA. This thing may take off and go above 68 cents or 568, and it has some room up to the 200 SMA right around that 630s, but it might pull back a little bit. This is one of those ones we don't know what's going to happen. If the market's really bullish on Monday, it might get above 560s and have room to run. If not, it might pull back, see if it holds support around that 50 SMA, and then maybe it'll form a possible bull flag on a daily within, and then it would be, right? You can see a cup pattern. If there's a couple pullback days, then you'd have a cup and handle, then that thing might take off and launch, right? So this is where, again, if it doesn't go and break above the highs, it might have a couple pullback days, go and launch, and that's where a lot of people will miss it and be like, the watch list is a dud, it's not what's running, but then it might take off midweek, and then you have a huge breakout, and then most people will miss it, right? So let's do this. So overextended, watch for possible continuation with resistance at 200 SMA on the daily. And the 200 SMA is that black line, right? So if it can get above this candle here, it's got some room up to that 200 SMA. If it pulls back, watch for support around that 50 SMA, and then see if it forms a bull flag and launches, right? Next up, ACRS. So this is one that kind of has a elongated cup pattern. You can see connect these peaks right over here, that 206 level, and then if that can launch, then you can see the base of that daily gap between 305 and right up to right around that 452 level. So this one closed above the MA is kind of a cup and handle-ish pattern. If it can break that 207-ish area, it might have some room up to that base of that daily gap. So we'll do this. We'll put cup and handle on daily. Watch if price can break out above 205 with resistance at base of daily gap 305-ish. Right, so cup and handle, right? Cup, kind of a handle on the daily. Watch if price can break out right over the top of this candle here around 205 with resistance at the base of the daily gap around 305-ish. I always put ish. All right. Is this making sense to you guys? I hope this is helping you guys. Let us know. Give us a shout out if it's helping you. All right. So this one right here is kind of a cup and handle-ish. You have a morning star on the daily. See if price can clear that 250s level. And then I would see price around $3, you know, resistance. So again, if you're a day trader, you'll see a stock like this. It's kind of a higher float stock. It's going to be less pumping and dumping. This is one that might take a little bit of, you know, come Monday morning, maybe there's not going to be a lot of volume. People will be looking what's hitting trade ideas. This is one you might keep on watch. You know, maybe it takes a little while and then it goes and breaks out and you can, you know, 260 to $3 on a high float stock. That might give you a pattern trade in there where that thing might move 40 cents and you can scalp, maybe you scalp 15, 20 cents out of it, out of a slower move, grind up, and gives you some time. So our watch list gives you a chance. You'll see with some of these medium and high floaters, you don't have to necessarily panic trade, like get in and out really quickly. If you love the low floaters, you know, those are ones that move, they pump and dump very quickly. It's a great way to scalp and make money. But then there's other people that are at work and they want to kind of day trade slower and give them some time or give them a few minutes to get in and out of a trade. That's where our watch lists become very handy for you. So this one we'll see 260 to 3. So right here we're going to put, all right, so morning star with cup and handle on daily. Watch for possible breakout above 260 with resistance at $3. Right, so you have a morning star pattern right off the moving average lines within a cup and handle. If it can break that 260 level, $3 would be resistance. You know, I actually put that line right up there, right around that 260, right? So you can see the peak of this candle right over there. You can see kind of a cup and handle-ish here on the 5-minute intraday as well. And last but not least, CPRX, you can see a double bottom pattern on the daily, double bottom. So a bottom, kind of the top of that bottom 580-ish level. It's clearing. Oh, actually, there's a gap right there. There we go. Base of this daily gap, 512 to 560-ish level. So you can see this is a high float stock. You can see a pattern. It's clearing moving average lines. You can see a gap right here. So this thing, if it holds $5, it might have some room up into this gap, you know, and $5 up to $5.50, a potential 50-cent move, you know, and if you can scalp 10, 15, 20 cents out of it on a, you know, a higher float stock, that's a great way to use your account as leverage to grow, right? So let's do, what is that? 511 to 564. So let's do this one. All right, so double bottom on daily. Watch if price goes into daily gap between 511 to 564-ish. All right, so right there, that's, or actually, what is that? 514 to 564. So I'll just, you know, I'll just go and change it right over here. There we go. So that's for the day trade watch list. We'll go to swing trade now. If some of you guys are like, hey, I just want these alerts quickly, I don't want to take all the time to watch the video and learn. If you're not a member yet, we do have a 14-day free trial where you can get these posted right to your account, right up over here. You just log into your account. We post them every night right here under Trade Alert Setups, right? So again, if you're not a member of our community, we're $49 a month or $300 for the year. That's way less. If any of you guys are new or if you've been around for a while, tremendously less pricing than most of those competitors that are out there. You know, many of them $150 to $300 per month. And that's, some of them are doing that just for only teaching day trading, not even swing trading and calling out alerts. If you want options alerts called out to you and trade rooms and live streaming, stuff like that, I've seen several companies that are about $300 per month. We charge $300 for the entire year. So, and we give all the value in the courses, and we don't charge you if you've been around or you're new to the stock market. You know, our courses that we have right over here on our website, we have an entire course section. You'll see beginners courses. You'll see a basic stock course, a basic options course, a basic day trading and swing trading course, advanced day trading, advanced options, 2 candlesticks courses, and courses on how to set up your brokerage account. If you put this all together, you know, go look on the internet. If you type in day trading course, options course, swing trading course, put them all together, there's companies out there that are charging $3,000 plus for our courses. So we include all of our courses in our membership. So again, you know, we're doing all we can to give back to you guys and help you out. As you'll see right up over here, this is not just a fun company slogan. You know, our motto is trade, have fun, give back. We do our best to, again, help. We have fun, you know, we trade, we have fun, and we do our best to help give back to others and without making things super expensive for y'all. All right, so let's do the 3 that are on our swing trade watch list. Let's take a look at CSCO. You'll see a big double bottom pattern on the daily. This one right here, this might have a possible, you can see kind of a cup and handle on a 5-minute chart. So this may be looking to break out. On the hourly, kind of another cup pattern. So you have a cup on an hourly, cup on a 5-minute, and then you have the daily chart set up with another kind of cup pattern as well. So you have 3 cup patterns that might be looking to take off. So 49, what is this? $49 with room up to $50. So let's do this. Oops. Hold on one second, guys. I have this jerry-rigged setup here. I can never get comfortable because I'm always standing and everything at my computer, and my setup just dropped not the way I wanted it. My mouse always like slides off this slanted setup that I have here. All right, so cup pattern on daily and 1 hour watch for possible breakout above 49 with resistance around $50. Guys, if you watch or paid attention to our swing trade watch list last week, I had 3 going into Monday. 3M, so if you'll see right here. Right here. So 3M, you'll see going into last week, if you paid attention to our alerts, I said there was this inverse head and shoulders-ish pattern. I called it out. Where was it? It was right over here. At or above 170-ish area. And you'll see it went up to 175. That's a $5 move within a few days. You know, if you capitalize on $2 or $3 out of it, just had even just 1 call option in the contract, that could have been $200-$300. That would have paid for your entire membership for the year off that 1 trade that we had on our alert setup. NVIDIA was another one. You'll see NVIDIA. I called that one out right here. You'll see that bull flag right off of the 9 EMA. That went from 202 up to 210 area. That's an $8 move within a day. You know, if you scalp, even got $5, $4 or $5 out, that could have been $500. That would have taken your membership, and you would have made a couple $100 off that 1 trade. So speaking of which, we're actually just going to do NVIDIA again, potentially, because you can see kind of that hammerish off the 9 EMA. This might have another potential jump up again, so let's throw that on again to keep an eye on. So 207.78. Hammer off 9 EMA on daily. Watch for possible move up with resistance at 211 at or above. Buy at support, sell at resistance. Buy at support levels down here, sell at resistance levels. You buy at support levels, sell at resistance. Not saying to buy this, you got to see if it's going to clear and hold that hammer and see if it pops up, right? Buy at support, sell as it goes up at resistance. Buy at support, sell at resistance, right? The next one I had last week was as well, or that I had on the watch list, was XOM, ExxonMobil. That was one I called out right down here. It was at or above 69.65. I was looking for that kind of that double bottom break. You'll see it cleared. You know, it was right at that 50 SMA. That thing went up from 69.65, you know, up to, you know, $73. So that's, you know, another $3 or $4 moves, $3 or $4 move. So that's 3 going into Monday. And then also 2 during the week, I called out Walmart, and there was another one. What was the other one? Walmart was one. What the heck was the other one? Was it Procter & Gamble? Walmart was one. I think it was right down in... I think it's right down off in this area right here. 118 up to 120, 121. That's a couple dollar move. See how this is all moving within 2 or 3 days, guys? So that was another one I had on the watch list, and I can't remember the other one I had on. There was another real good one I forgot. But just look, right? There's 4 trades right there that if you just took one, knowing what you're doing, you could pay for your entire membership with us for an entire year just off those. I have a feeling these are going to be as good going into Monday. IBM's a little bit trickier. But you can see right there, another hammer off the moving average lines. This has got some more resistance ahead. This might have a little scalp in between there somewhere, right? It's in the move MAs on the daily. Let's take a look at the hourly. So I don't love this one as much, but it's one to definitely keep an eye on. I like this one, NVIDIA and Cisco, a little bit better. But, you know, it's hard to ignore that hammer right off the 9 EMA. If these moving average lines pinch and take off, this thing might have some room to go up. So challenge me, right? Take these off the watch list, take a look at them, and then go back at the end of the week next week and let me know how I did. You'll probably see me gloating on social media showing you that they did very well. Hammer off 9 EMA on daily. Watch if price continues up with resistance at MAs on the daily. And there you go. So that completes the watch list. So as you guys see, lots of time and energy goes into scaling and going through all of this and getting you the setups. But mark my words, guys, out of these 3, I'm not saying to take these trades. I'm saying to look at them, watch them, and see what happens. If these fire off, if you're like, I don't know if the bullish bears are legit, I want proof and see how your trades are and see if they work. Well, then try us out, right? Take a look at these. Watch this video. You can see these support and resistance lines. Check them out at the end of the next week, and you'll see the results. They speak for themselves, and you'll see over on our website right here at bullishbears.com. Right here we have our blog section. Make sure we post lots of content and stuff on our blog. Make sure you read these articles. You'll see we do our trade alerts results, weekly results every week. This is another great place to go, and you'll see stocks from the previous week, what they did, the results. Just because they break out doesn't mean they might not have a trade a few days later. So come on here. Monday, at the end of Monday, we'll have last week's on there. Watch what's on here and see again. The setups might still be there for another run for these stocks. So don't sleep on them just because they went off. And you'll see 91.89% trigger rate from the week before. You know, some move better than others. You'll see actually they get a little bit skewed. Our Fridays suck because there's not many days that they have a chance to run, right? So something that moves 7 cents on a Friday from Thursday, the following week it might move up more, right? But you'll see our bigger gainers are usually going in, right? You can see, right, they have more of a chance to move. So they move a lot more earlier to midweek, and then they the following week sometimes it takes some time for them to run. So this is another great place to see our weekly results, look at possible trade setups. So again, if you're new, we are the Bullish Bears. We are a full-scale trading company. We have a day trade, a swing trade room. We do live streaming here. So every day we do live streaming in our trade rooms. If you can't catch us live, we have replays for you. We post our day trade and swing trade watch list nightly right over here before 9 p.m. So make sure you bookmark both of these pages. If you're ready to get serious and take your trading to the next level, we do trade alerts setups right here that I showed you in this video, as well as real-time alerts. So again, we do trade alerts real-time as well as our setups, and thousands of dollars worth of free courses for free. As you guys will see, like I showed you before, we have a 14-day free trial. If you actually look above, hint, hint, right here, maybe if you click randomly on one of these pages, sometimes maybe you'll see there's a little bit of a discount above. So maybe instead of clicking the 14-day trial, maybe you just go over to our website and click on one of these links here, and then maybe just click on this one right here, and voila, you can save 25% off your membership. So hint, hint, for those of you that stuck around for a while, you're welcome, Chemo. Rewarding you with a little bit of reward for sticking with me to the end. So again, guys, we're all about trying to help you out. If you're serious about trading, we are the community for you. Again, hopefully this video helped you, and you all have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy.